This Sunday, the Republicans are at it again. Last night, the former guy, he gave an hour-long speech at a gathering of GOP lawmakers and donors, teasing a possible candidacy for 2024, reiterating election lies, and slamming Mitch McConnell as a, quote, dumb SOB and a, quote, stone-cold loser. Dang. Trump also said that Mike Pence wasn't a, quote, real leader because he refused to steal the election for Trump. The same lie that very nearly got Pence killed on January 6th. He also continued to claim that he won the election. The same lie that did get 5 people killed that day. Trump made these comments while headlining the Republican National Committee's retreat, which they held at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's private club. The RNC is not only listening to the same man who lost them the House, the Senate, the White House, incited an insurrection, and got impeached twice, they're subsidizing him. What is going on with the party of Lincoln? Joining me now is Michael Steele, MSNBC contributor, and more importantly, former chairman of the Republican National Committee. Chairman Steele, welcome back to the Sunday Show.
Hey, man, it's good to be with you this morning.
All right, so answer the question, what is going on with your party, with the party of Lincoln, assuming you still are a member of the Republican Party?
I am a member of the Republican Party. I very much behind the party of Lincoln, but this is not the party of Lincoln. This is the party of Trump. We all know this. And what we heard and saw, what has been at least reported out of that gathering at Mar-a-Lago is just a further, dumbing down and just sort of stupefaction of folks when it comes to Donald Trump. I'm less interested in what Donald Trump said in the room. I'm more interested in how the people in the room reacted to what he said. And that's where the problem is. Donald Trump can run his mouth because Donald Trump is going to run his mouth. It's how the leadership of the party responds to what he says. So the RNC ponies up $100,000 because nobody else is paying Donald Trump $100,000 to do jack. Right? So that's number one. Number two, they get in the room. So they bring in these Republican donors, they bring in these Republican legislators, and then Donald Trump rails against them at a dinner that they paid for. He's going after their leadership, and he's continued to mine on the same points about the election. So what was their response and what was their reaction to that? I suspect it was, whooping it up with them. So this is the party of Trump. It's not the party of Lincoln.
Okay, it's the party of Trump, not the party of Lincoln, but the Republican Party is still, to my mind, way out there. I don't understand what's happening. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is by no means a member of the party of Trump. And yet, when it came to corporations taking a stand in favor of voting rights and against these voter suppression bills happening around the country, here's what he had to say to the business community.
I found it completely discouraging to find a bunch of corporate CEOs getting in the middle of politics. My advice to the corporate CEOs of America is to stay out of politics. Don't pick sides in these big fights.
Okay, now in fairness to the minority leader, he did try to walk that back because he was like, but still give us money, political contribution.
He should have said it in the first place. That's the point. And he wasn't complaining about all that corporate involvement in politics when they were pushing through the, $1.9 trillion tax cut. They were very much involved with that. So, I want you involved when it works for me and the sound bites are good for me. I don't want you involved when they don't. And that's fine. Okay, that politicians kind of do that. But the reality still remains for the Republican Party is that all of those traditional linkages that they've had, whether it's in the corporate community, among activists around the country that are not Trumpified, the party infrastructure itself, there's consistent breakdowns in that. And so the question is, how do you hold it together?
All right, I've got 2 questions for you before we broaden this out to the panel. One, why is the party going after trans kids, going after voting rights, basically telling people don't wear masks, beware of quote-unquote vaccine passports? Why are they so much talking about what they're against. Where's the positive Republican Party agenda for America? Why isn't there one?
Well, you can't have a positive, Republican agenda for America when you don't even have a platform that identifies to America what you believe or what you stand for. So, number one, the party, gave that up in 2020 when they said, "Oh, we'll just believe whatever Donald Trump wants us to believe." So there's no there. Two, with respect to transgender children, the votes, whatever it is, that is a combination of both politics and culture. And what they are continuing to do is to mix that deadly brew together in such a way as to prey on the concerns that, families have about, somebody else's transgendered child.
It's insane. I got to get you on one more thing, and this involves your buddy, the former Speaker of the House, John Boehner. Just want to get your reaction to this little snippet from his audiobook. Have a listen.
Take it from me. You'll never know where you'll end up. That's freedom. I'll raise a glass to that any day. P.S. Ted Cruz, go yourself.
Oh, wait. Chairman Steele.
Hey, that's my boy.
I almost cursed on national TV, but he has 0 F's to give, it would seem.
None.
Why do you think the former speaker has just been so honest in his new book?
Because without the weight of the office and the protocols and politics that requires, he is free. I mean, he's right. I mean, he is the most freed he's ever been. And he saw firsthand what was happening to the party and could not stop it. And so now he's just putting out the warning flares. This is what it is. This is who these people are, like Ted Cruz. And he wants it to be very clear about that. And so I toast to him every time I read a chapter from that book. It's just amazing.